when you're ready, Rachel. Right. So this is a very special session. We have the privilege. I think some of you have actually gone to Korea recently, and thanks to Margaret Sung, she coordinated and a great part of Asia, leverage. Yes, the word is leverage on our amazing Korean team, and they have actually helped to put together a beautiful brochure. It's a lot of work because I used to be in marketing, and I can understand the amount of work that's gone into this. And so we leverage, and many of us have got hold of this brochure. And subsequently, there was some feedback and say, "Hey, how do I use it?" I had to wait for Moohwan. Moohwan is the key person here. We've invited him to share with us today how do we leverage on using this brochure for our business. So now, without further ado, I'm going to invite Moohwan here. First of all, before we dive into the brochure, I want him to share his story. This is a typical new skin culture. We have to share story because a lot of people may not have necessarily heard your story. So please, Moohwan, over to you.
Good morning. Good morning. I think most of the people here are good morning, right? And some of them probably good evening because we're in different regions right now. Thanks, Rosalind, for organizing the sessions for this morning, and thanks for Margaret for providing this tremendous opportunity to share my stories and also give you guys my insights about the booklets that you've recently received. So I think many of you are here new and also new to me. So I want to introduce about myself very quickly. I've been in Nu Skin for 9 years. I'm doing this business as a full-time with my wife. Before Nu Skin, actually, I was educated in the United States when I was a teenager until university. So from 1995 to 2004, I was in the United States for studying abroad, and came back to Korea in age of 24 and started my career here for 14 years. I was majored in interior design, interior architecture. So when I was starting my career, I was working as a designer at one of the international design firm based in Singapore, and I was working for a Korea office for a couple of years, and then I had a chance to move to IBM as a consultant, and then I think it was my final industry. I was working for a global real estate company for Collier, called as Colliers. I think some of you here heard of the company. And at the age of 39, I was able to become a director of the company. I was leading a project management department, and I really enjoyed it because I was majored in interior design, and it was something based on my major. So I was really I was very happy for working for those companies. In that way, I was able to promote it to higher level, higher title with high salaries. So I was able to live a decent life, and I met my wife at my first work. So at the age of 30, I got married with my wife. So last week was my 15th anniversary. So I've been with my wife more than 15 years now. So she was working for Samsung fashion industry. So adding our two salaries, we were able to live decent life. But the thing was, I sort of realized that after 10 years had been passed by in my career that my life was sort of in a boundary that was given by the corporate. My salary was high, but the salary table was based on the HR department. And my title was director, but most of the people who won in my career earlier than me, when I looked at their life, in terms of their title and reputation, it was a very nice life for them. But when I really looked into their life, they didn't have any freedom. They had to sacrifice everything for the company, and when they have to leave the company, they get nothing, right? So I was looking for some sort of vehicle that can create a freedom in my life because I really love to travel around the world. I didn't want to work like normal people do until age of 60 or 65. So I was looking for some sort of chance, and then I luckily met New Skin. Right now, if I think of it, I really thank because I had a skin asthma and allergies on my face and upper bodies, and I was very struggling for 4 years. So I was looking for something that can cure um, this symptom. And one of my colleague introduced New Skin. He told me that his cousin was having hard time with allergies and asthmas on his face, and with a cream made by New Skin really helped him to get away from that symptoms. So I was able to meet. Now she's my upline, direct upline. So I was introduced to New Skin 9 years ago. She did a half of the demonstration on my face, and I was able to feel. Um, it was really different because with asthma and allergies on your face, your my faces was very my face was very ugly, but half of my face was shining. So I saw something different. And on the same day, I was able to attend a BOM and saw a chance. This is some sort of vehicle that really I really have to look into and study and to find out if there is any chance for me to join on this vehicle and live the life that I was dreaming for, which was a life that is full of freedom. So it took me about 3 months. Took me about 3 months to go over and to study more about this business and what network marketing was. And then I realized that this is something I have to invest everything to live the life. Yeah, just like what Margaret Song is living right now, just like my upline sponsor, Philip Chong, is living right now. So those type of life. So it's been 9 years. Yes. And I'm having great times. We didn't have a kids before, but we were able to have two kids. So I'm now a father of two lovely daughters. I'm really enjoying the life with New Skin right now, and also to have a privilege to say something to you guys in this morning. It is my honor to share my stories and to share my insights. Yep, I think.
Wow, amazing one. Hey, it's also my first time listening to your story, although we've chatted a few times. Thank you for inspiring us. And certainly, you do not look like a father of two at 45 years old. I'm like, wow,
Oh
that
yes, I'm 45 years old, 44 years old. Yes,
wow.
I was born in Year of Monkey. Year
Hey.
of Monkey. Yeah, 1980.
Oh wow. Okay, so amazing. Well, thank you. Let's get to also our booklet. So well there are some questions. I've gathered some questions. But before we go into some of the questions, Muan, maybe just to go back to what was the objective? All of a sudden we see a beautiful brochure coming from Korea, Team Korea. So why did you guys do this?
First of all, everyone knows that in India market will be open next year, so we need to prepare something. But here in Korea, language. I mean, um, I think Korea is a global country. Many people who want to explore their business, they come to Korea, but many Koreans are not that comfortable with English. In my case, I was educated in the United States, so I was okay. But for normal Koreans, it is very hard for them to learn English and communicate with those people who speak in English. So we had this type of booklets in Korean before, um, but we didn't have something in English. So we thought that it would be nice to have something in English. And if we meet someone from the other countries or people from India or people who are interested in their business, this type of booklet will be helpful. That was the main reason that we gathered a team with my sidelines and to come up with this type of booklet. Yeah, that was the main purpose. And it was early this year when the company announced that India will be opened. I think it was February or something. So we gathered a team in March, and then it took us about 3 weeks. It took us about 3 weeks. And then here in Korea, we have this company called MBM. They are the company who really watch back on us. They provide every type of like this type of booklets or brochures, those kind of what is this materials for new skin people to explore their businesses. So we came up with ideas and draft versions, and they sort of consolidated, and then yes, the hard copy came out.
Hmm. Okay, there is a question in general that when people, get hold of this booklet, they say, "Wow, this is a lot of information. Where do I get started? How do you use this?" So this is some of the
And also to just let you know, it's not myself who made this booklet. I had three other my sideline. They really worked hard with me on this. Of course, I wasn't able to do this by myself, so I really thank to my sidelines who also consolidate all the hard works and ideas on this booklet. Yes, just to let you know, guys.
Yeah, I'm sure there's a lot of hard work and a lot of hours poured into into all the material, and even putting layout, printing, and even helping us coordinate at the wrap up meeting. Getting all the copies ready. I was there with you. It's quite chaotic. So thank you.
Almost 8,000 copies.
Thank you very much for even helping us on the last minute kind of a, like we do last minute, we put in the order, you rush the printer, and we manage to get it. And, many of us have got it in our hands right now. So now, first of all, there are about 35 pages in the booklet. I know that it's almost like a BOM in itself. So how do you guys use it? How do since it started from you. So how do you make use of this booklet? Do you go from page to page? Um, yeah, that is one of the first questions.
Um, yes, as Rose said, this is BOM, the hard copies of BOM. So if you see every context and contents, this is based on the true BOM. And if we prospect someone, well, of course we do my stories. We tell them about our stories and how we met New Skin. We also hear their stories, and while we are hearing their stories, we catch up. We catch some of the needs that they're looking for. And if you look at this page, of course, the very first page, you see some sort of numbers here, like from 20 to 119. But this is the age, right? This is this is the age. So this will help people to realize their pathways, where they are right now, and how many years they have left until they go to heaven. So this will give them some sort of this will help them to visualize what kind of life they have to prepare in the future, and the type of life that they are dreaming for. Many people, they really study hard, they work hard, right? But they don't know. They're just in red race. They just like run. They just draw these circles every time. But this will give them some sort of a purpose why they are really working hard, and to help them to dream what kind of life they wanted to live and what kind of dream that they had before, right? So this will sort of give them a moment to think about themselves first. And as, as I said, these have 5 sections. The first few pages are about what network marketing is, because people are very new to network marketing, and some people are very skeptical about network marketing. So this will just break through the barriers in me and that person to tell them about what network marketing is. And network marketing is not a scam or something. This is type of business model. So if you see if you see page what is it, 8 and 9, it shows a structure. It shows what kind of business model this is. And then if you go to page 12, from page 12, it shows about what Nu Skin company itself is. So we are a global company and what kind of divisions we have, just like LVMH or Volkswagen groups. Yes. So we have a strategist just like this, and we have a philosophy when we are making the products. So starting with the history about this company, how they came up with this, all of the good, none of the bad ideas, and how different our products are compared to those ordinary products in the market. We have specialties, right? So we show them, and then we explain them about what ageLog is and how grateful the ageLog is. It's been on the Fox News, and Dr. Joe Chang published a book, those kind of stuff. So I mean, when we talk to the people, if the person is very skeptical about what network marketing is, then we go to the page where it has a description about network marketing. And if the person has a needs to become younger or better skin or better health condition, then we go into the products, right? And if that person is someone who is looking for extra income or extra job, then we go into compensation plan. So since we have different types of contexts here, we can sort of customize when we make when we meet the prospects. Of course, if we go through everything, they will be bored. It's going to be too boring because this is something, this is based on the BOM. So we sort of trigger the prospect to bring up their interest about this business. So this will be some sort of connection. I mean, this will sort of help you to lead the prospect into seminars or any sort of, what is it, the coffee time with your upline sponsors, or able to for them to meet some of any of those successful people in Nu Skin business. Yes.
Yeah, that's right. And in my conversation with one, it's too much information really to gosh, from page to page, and that is not the way to use the booklet. As a matter of fact, like what he mentioned, this is like a resource, and it's especially very good for people who, the five parts, the 5 points. If you go to OTG, the 5 points presentation. So you sort of like, first of all, you got to understand where things are, and I will share with him. I've been since I got a feedback from Margaret, so and say, Rosalind, seems like a lot of people have some feedback how to use it. So I honestly, at the time when she called me, I haven't started using it, but I have since then, incorporated into my business, and I have got feedback, and to really, really understand. So like what you say, it's really going zooming in. For example, like, wow, I'm very skeptical about network marketing, and somebody actually say it's your company pyramid scheme, and guess what? There is a chart on that already, and so therefore it's really, really easy. Like here it is, so you do not have to draw or anything like that. So therefore this is how we do the booklet. It's not meant for you to sort of like go page to page, right? So now there is
This is
another.
not just for the presentation. This is just in order to increase. This is to increase their interest. Yes.
And so understanding the basis on that, you're not to go from page to page. It's really to understand the prospects' interest, the sweet, what is their interest, whether it's from the product, whether it's from the business, whether it's they are very skeptical about network marketing, they want to understand more about Nu Skin. You zoom into that particular area to continue the conversation, to sort of like arouse more curiosity. So therefore, that is how we look at it. The other thing is, Muan, there is seems a few questions about the compensation plan. There is a page here, and you know that some of the markets are launching some new enhanced comp plan by the company, including Korea. And I have also got feedback say, but I don't present it this way. So what is your take on that? How do you guys use this page? And I will share with you how we've been using it as well.
Yes, the compensation plan, this is based on velocity. So old version, because in Korea, starting from November, we're gonna have new compensation plans. So the compensation has been totally changed, except for sixth generation, five levels. So the share bonus and bill bonus will be quite different based on which country you are based. So um, this is something that we really have to think deep. But the thing is, the main purpose of New Skin's compensation plan is based on leverage. Yes. So we try to tell people that as a customer, you can get a direct bonus by sharing the information of the products or by selling the products. But if you have a change of customers, then you can get a group volumes, right? Which is a bill bonus. Out of those customer groups, you can get a certain percentage of the commissions from the company. But the thing is, we really focus on lead bonus. We gave them an example of franchise. This is a franchise. Of course, we don't have an offline shop. This is based on online. But we tell them in normal franchise business model, you have to find the customers directly, or you have to find the partners directly. But if we leverage, then we can explore, we can expand the chains of the franchisees as many as we can, but we have limits up to 6 levels. So we by showing them this chart, we try to let them visualize the systems, not just sitting there and do the calculations of each part. We let them visualize how the franchises can be explored and expanded and get the royalties or get the commissions from the expanded customer groups.
Yes, and he highlighted a point. Don't get, I got questions like, Ross, how did you get, how did they get this $180 or whatever dollars and cents and things like that? Now, don't need to get into that. This is like you say, this is a velocity in a structure. And every team, every leaders have slightly different way of presenting the velocity, right? So the good thing is there is a page of clear paper here. And so you can use this and say, well, this is a structure. Every team is different, and in my team this is my structure of how do I train my team to start to earn some money. And so therefore that's where you could draw your own. I know it's interesting, but I got people say, but we draw from top to bottom and this is bottom to top, and like, well, don't have to go very detailed. Follow your team structure, follow your team strategy, and draw your own comp plan over here. And like it says, while this brochure was being printed, the company has evolved. The company's velocity plan in some markets has really been enhanced very soon. And so some of this part, even on the sharing part, is a little bit different already. So what are you going to do?
Yes.
Well, that is why the company is evolving. We never happy about status quo. We are always looking into, and what is the reason why we do that? Because we want to attract young people. We want to make it so attractive for them to embark on this, this sharing business with us, to be affiliated with us. So therefore, this is the page.
And also, if you look at page 32, leverage effect, you see how the number changes. This is how we can expand our franchisees up to 6 levels. So by showing them this chart, I try to visualize this. This can help people to visualize how the numbers can be changed, how the franchisees can be expanded from themselves.
Okay, I have one more questions, and then I'm going to open the floor to more questions. Please type your questions in the chat group because we want to end promptly. Now, one more questions, move on from me because I get the three top questions people send to me. This one is on page, let me see, on 13, where you
Page
see
13.
yeah, new skin distribution, a division strategy. And then they see, what
Mhm.
are all these? Volkswagen, Audi, and all that. All right. So what do you say on this page?
Oh, hold on. So you're asking about the page 13. This is about the division strategy that we have, right?
Yeah, so I have quite a number of people, like, they don't see the connection. Of course, I could see the
Oh,
ecosystem, but
really?
some of them have, a few of them actually asked me about this. And of course, I told them already, but I think it needs to come from the horse's mouth, from you.
Okay, all
So
right.
how do
Well,
you explain
New
this?
Skin Enterprise. I mean, of course, we are using New Skin product, but all the products are made from New Skin Enterprise. They are the big house, and in this house, they have each rooms. One room is charging for New Skin, which is beauty, right? And Pharmanex is health, right? And Nourish the children. This is something that we give out, right? And Ocean Project. I'm not quite sure with this, but the thing is, we came up with Mind 360, and we heard from the company. The company will be exploring new divisions for next 10 years, right? They're gonna focus on mental health globally. So we sort of came out with this idea that New Skin Enterprise is not just a company who makes the products only for beauty and health. They do everything. They also cover um, they 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 will be also covering what is this mental health for next 10 years on top of beauty and health, right? Mental health can be covered into health, right? In a larger scale. But if we go into specific, this will probably be another division for company to explore for next 10 years. And Nourish the Children, everyone knows, right? So New Skin Enterprise has these four different divisions, just like LVMH or Volkswagen Group. Volkswagen Group, they have Volkswagen as a brand, but they as a whole group. People think that Audi and Porsche, Lamborghinis, Scania, they're all different brands, but they are under one umbrella made by Volkswagen Group. So just like New Skin, we have New Skin Enterprise as an umbrella, but under that umbrella, we have four different divisions. And LVMH is same. Yes, under the whole LVMH umbrella, there are like several like tens, 10 or 12. How many brands are there? Yeah, there are like so many brands, right? People think that they're individual brands, but that those brands are controlled by the group called LVMH. So we have New Skin Pharmanex Ocean Project. I'm not quite sure what kind of name they're gonna put later on, but Ocean Project for now, and Nourish the Children. We have this four different types of brands under New Skin Enterprise. So people think that like when we meet prospect and when we talk with them, we talk them, all right, I do New Skin, and they say, oh, I know New Skin. They make mist, right? They make cream, or they make supplements, right? But we are not a company who only makes supplements or who only make mist, right? We are a huge global enterprise, right? So we show this chart to let them understand we are not those small tiny company who only makes cosmetics or supplements. We are a gigantic global enterprise.
Yes, yes, that is the ecosystem. It's really a holding company, and we are, our mission and vision about, becoming the leading um, integrated beauty and wellness platform. So therefore, this is what that page is about, and the relationship with these other companies. Now, anybody has any questions? I don't see in the chat any questions. It seems like we're very clear about how you can use the booklet. Now, while you guys are thinking about a question, I would share a very real life example of what happened yesterday. Yesterday Mary, Gloria, we are here in Kuala Lumpur, and Mary had a sort of like a meeting with a one of her previous business partner that hasn't been active in the business for more than 10 years, I think. And because India is opening, and so Mary said, "Hey, why don't I ring her him up and meet up?" And so we met up, and then we were sitting at a table, and we have this brochure, and I was sitting next to him, and I said, "Well, since you left the company more than 10 years ago, guess what? You know so much about New Skin, but we have evolved, and about the connectivity, about all these new products, and even the complan." And then so I didn't go through it. I just kind of like drew the complan about the sharing bonus and things like that. And then I said, "Well, guess what? This is printed by the Korean team. We just went to Korea. 11,000 people attended. Um, and so it's limited edition." And I said, "Well, since you already know New Skin, you were previously a New Skin distributor, we don't have to give you this because it's very precious." And then he really looked really big, his eyes really big, like. And then Mary was sitting opposite him on the other side of the table because I was next to him. I didn't want to give him the brochure. And then Mary said, "No, no, it's okay. We can give it to him." And he really took it and almost was so precious. And so therefore, you don't have to give to everyone. You have to sort of like build the curiosity and the scarcity. Like, well, the Korean people, they couldn't speak so good English, but they want to capture the Indian market. And so they do an English brochure, and it worked. And so guess what? He re-signed up, and he's very excited. He's coming for an event tomorrow. So this is you don't have to go from page to page, to use the brochure. So that was really a real life example. Yeah. So therefore, don't need to go through. Well, today's session, we're not going to go to page by page on how you're going to use the brochure.
这个有一个站吗？要走。
Every
有没有内容？
every team's strategy, direction could be very different. And so therefore, this is a tool, this is a reference, this is a tool, and all of us are distributor here. So you know how to leverage on the tool to make it work harder for you. Yeah, that is how I look at it. Okay. Seems like there is no question. Moohwan, you did a good job, no question. There was very many questions. Do you have it in Korean too? I don't know. Moohwan will have to ask a question. Do you have it in Korean?
Yes, we have this in Korean version, but not exactly same.
我这边有。
Like a couple of years ago, I think it was like 5 or 6 years ago. Yes, one of the leaders in Korea, they come up with a idea. So we have similar booklet in Korean, which is based on the BOM. But this is more updated. This booklet is more updated, more comprehensive, more details and informations are in this booklet, I think.
Yeah, and yes, Moohwan said don't give the booklet because the other night they don't come to your BOM or don't come to
Yes, this booklet is to increase their curiosity, to increase their interest. The main reason that we prospect is to invite, right? We have to invite for them, invite them for the seminar. Of course, there are online seminars. So they're gonna ask you a question, and if we just give them, right? If we give out this booklet, now they know everything. So they will just go like, oh, okay, I'll go through this booklet when I go home, and we'll ask you a question if there's any. Then that meeting is gone, right? That meeting is done from then. So we always have to, right, create curiosity and interest for them to, right, to make them to really meet me, right? So I don't give out. I don't give this out. I just give this. I just show them when I meet them, and if they really want it, just like what Rose said, sign up first, and then I'll give you this, and then we can go to the next step.
Sign up first, start the business. This is a training tool. 48-hour training tool, Yeah. So great. Looks like No question. By the way, okay, fine. Okay, everybody commented, what a great job that you did, Muan. Very, very well designed, well composed, very detailed, but it's again very structured in the 5 points, 5 areas. So well done. Yeah, well done. So looks like everything is clear. No more question. Previously, there were so many. Everybody just kind of WhatsApp me with all kinds of questions. Yeah, so it's clear.
They should, yes, because it's kind of, well, this is first time, right? Having this type of booklets.
I think in various market they have their own booklet. I've seen Chinese one, I've seen English one in some of the teams here in Singapore, here as Malaysia as well. But I must comment, okay, not comparison, but yours is the best. you know, yours is the
Because
best.
it's not only from myself. I have quite a few other sidelines. We really thought deeply how we
Yeah.
can come up with comprehensive package because everyone wants to explore India market. Yes, we have to explode it. So
Yeah, in OTG we have the fast start booklet, how to do the business. But this is a very good like introduction before. So I've been using this as a training tool before I get them to dive into the OTG fast start booklet. How to invite and present and things like that. But this is a really good overview. So therefore, it's very precious for me because I have limited quantities. So only recently I've been using my 360 to prospect new people, and I brought my brochure out. I also didn't give them. I said, no, 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 become my business partners. Then you have this. Otherwise, I send you a video on the particular areas that you are interested. So yes, thank you very much. So everybody is very clear, brief explanation on the booklet. Yes, we're not going to go page to page as some of you are expecting the private message means, oh gosh, Ross, we're hoping that Moohwan will go from page to page. We decided not to go page to page because that's not how you use the booklet. Do you on okay? There is a question on page 32 about leverage. Can you demo how you explained it?
32.
The comp plan.
Oh,
It's really
oh yes. I mean, like, let's say you are a franchisee, right? I mean, you are the owner of a franchise, and if you're looking for a franchisee, what you have to do is you don't have to look for like hundreds or thousands of franchisees. What you have to do is you can start from two, and teach them how they can duplicate their franchisee systems. So if we teach them how to duplicate it to two people, then 2 times 2 becomes 4, right? And each of these 4 people finds out 2 franchisees, right? Then it becomes 8. So see how the number changes. But if you use leverage, I mean, this is also leverage system. But if you see how the number changes from 2 to 3, I add one more person, one more franchisees, but at the 6th level, the number changes from 64 to 729. I didn't do any tricks. This is mathematics. This is very simple mathematics. So, I mean, I don't go too deep into this because they'll be confused. They will be like spending, okay, how the number changed. Okay, I add this. How do you come up with this? I don't go like this. I just go, see, 2 times 2 is 4. 4 times 2 is 8. Simple mathematics. And if we do this up to 6 levels, the number goes up to 64. But the thing is, from 2 to 3, see how number changes. And from 3 to 6, see how the number changes. This is the leverage. I just show them like this. And many successful entrepreneurs, they don't do everything by themselves. They are not the most smartest people. They use leverage system. They use other smarter people to come up with better result. So I just explain that with this number.
yes, yes. Like yeah, that is great. Thank you, thank you. The whole message on this page is leverage. So please follow your team way of explaining our velocity, our leverage. Some team use two, or duplication of two. Some use three. Some use four. Some use five. Some teams focus very much on sharing, some teams focus very much on leadership. So every team has different culture and different strategy. So the whole idea this is about leverage, and that's the reason why we partner with New Skin, right? We don't forget about that main issue, the main. We always say that the best product in New Skin is 5% sixth generation. So therefore, yeah, this is how we would explain that. So I think it's very clear, and like even for me that you have a 40 years of history, and even there is a chart on the kind of awards that we have won. Very comprehensive. This is really good. But that is again not for you to go into pinpoint. Oh, yo, which year win what? I don't remember. It's just to get an impression that we are an award-winning company, and we are about innovation. We are always having new products and new innovation, so we keep on winning new awards. So therefore, it's remember every page, every section, it's a key message, and that is the trick about presentation. It's not to go from page to page. You will bore people. At the end of the day, people join you because of who you are. This is a vehicle, a platform, like what Moohwan mentioned earlier on in the first few pages, right? Yeah, so the industry and then the platform, right? And then how these other brands, Aldi and all that, we have this ecosystem that we built our different products and different brands and different categories. So therefore, it's very, very clear now. For everybody, very good. Hey, we make good time. So, well, I've done my job. Move on. You have done your job. I was being tasked by Margaret to bring this clear picture to everybody who have bought the brochure. Do you plan to do a version update in the near future? Muan, do you have that was a question. Do you plan to do a version update in the near future?
Updated version, of course. Well, we have foundation right now. Of course, this is version 1, but I heard India market will be the opening date has been delayed quite a bit, right? I heard from second quarter to third quarter, it's been moved up to third quarter. That's what I heard recently. So I think, well, right now Korea, the temperature is not really high. They know the India market will be open, but I think starting from next year, the temperature will go up. So of course, we're gonna meet more prospects who would like to be a founder for India market. So by having more meetings and by having more prospects, and I think we're gonna have more feedbacks, and definitely we're gonna come up with updated version, of course. Yes. So, but I'm not sure how we can. I mean, how we are going to update this. I don't have ideas yet, but as time goes on, we're gonna have more collection of ideas, right? Then we'll probably come up with updated version, but not. We don't plan it right now. We don't have any plans right now, but later on, of course, yes, we're gonna have it. I think.
Okay.
Because we're gonna have different products too, right? We're gonna have different products. We're gonna have and we're gonna have different. I mean, we're gonna have new compensation plans, of course. Based on that, we will have to update it anyway. So, yes.
Thank you. There is one quick question. I have to ask this because she's my very good friend here in Malaysia. Not related to the booklet, but does Korea use a lot of Vera for skin analyzation and how it enhances the business better? Do you guys do that? I mean, this is part of business.
So we are still in the process of adapting. Truly speaking, for myself, I use Vera for myself, but not for my. I mean, I use Vera for the customers and myself to see how the face has been changed. But I'm not that comfortable. I'm not that comfortable using Vera right now. So I'm into more. I mean, I'm more into offline meetings rather than being online. I mean, Vera is really good for, I think, online systems. It is very powerful. What is it? Platform that we can use, that we can communicate with the customer through online. But to me right now, like showing them real faces, showing them the changes on their face through offline, works better for now. But this is something that I really have to learn for myself because later on, I mean, as time goes on, I think Vera will be the crucial platform that we all have to use. So this is the answer that I can give for now.
Yeah, great, great. Yeah, that is very similar to me as well. Yeah. So thank you very much for answering all our questions. We have a great session this morning. I think, yeah, we make good time. I want to end it in 45 minutes the most. And thank you very much, Rowan. Rachel, okay, let me take a photo. Let's take a photo.
One more feedback that I want to give. The Vera and Stella, I mean, India market, they're gonna be focused on online, right? Because the country is so big. So we still have to present how great Vera and Stella is because this booklet was designed for in India market. Yes, to intrigue India people for them to start the business. Yes, so.
And yes, and that is, I was very, I always tell people I cannot give you this brochure because it's created by the Korean team, and you can flip to the back. It says Korea here. It's not printed in Singapore. And then why? Because the Korean wants to tap on the Indian market. Singapore, we speak English all the time, but and therefore it's 11,000, 12,000 attended the convention in Korea. So you got to really create the whole excitement and curiosity. Although the temperature may be a little bit not so warm yet, but Okay, anyway.
Rosalie, can I ask him
sure,
one question? I have one question.
Go ahead. One question.
Yeah. Thank you, Mohan. This one is I'm from Korea.
안녕하세요.
안녕하세요. 네, 일단 제가 영어로 먼저 말씀을 드릴게요.
네네.
This book is fantastic and very awesome. I saw this book is very, very generally speaking, is all inside, all in one here. So I just ask you, when you meet like prospect is two kinds. One is customer, one is who is like executive. So how you using this book? So if you meet your consumer, otherwise if you meet your like a business prospector, I think it's different, right, Mohan? So how do you using?
Let's say
really,
first.
I want to ask you.
The first prospect is really focusing on business, right? Then we can use one of the topics here. I mean, not only the product, but this book explains about the company, the compensation plan, and what network marketing is all about. So we can use these pages. But for the customers, right? Once we do the demonstrations, right? Once we do the demos on their face, they will feel the changes. They will feel how her or his skins are different than previously. Then we can show them the pages. One of the reasons that your face has been changed is this, right? If you look at
this one, okay.
If you look at it, if you look at page 15, I mean from page 14, yes, they show you the philosophy. I mean how grateful the products are, right? And page 15, we show them the pH levels, right? The pH balance levels, yes. And also, what is that?
Page
the age lock science. Yeah. Page 17 and 18.
Yes.
The age lock science. One of the reasons that your wrinkle has been flattened and your skin has been lifted is because of age lock science, right? So by showing them these pages, they can also see how powerful the products are. I mean, they felt it.
Okay.
They felt it, but theoretically they can see the pages and they can see the data. This will give them more promise. Yes. Okay. And then, well, they can be starting from the customers, but they will keep using the products and they will probably introduce someone to you, right? Their friends or their relatives. Then they will be able to get the commissions.
Okay, I see.
Then we can go to the page where we have compensation plan. We can show them this, right? See, you're just starting as a customer, but now you have groups of people who want to use NewSkin products. Just rather than being a customer, let's build up some sort of pipeline, right? So showing them this compensation plan, like they can visualize, right?
Okay, I see. Even though consumer also just the products as well as we introduce the business like this conversation, right? You
Yes,
mean
some people are looking for a serious business to make big money, but some of the people, just like house mom or right, those kind of people, they're looking for some sort of side monies.
okay, I see.
Okay,
thank you.
So
very much.
yep.
I'm going to end here. Okay, honestly, every team's strategy is a little bit different. First of all, I have a suggestion. First of all of you who just got this brochure, you have to digest yourself. You're going to go through it page by page. Go discuss it with your leader. Go discuss it with your leader. If you're not very clear about what is it, what is in the page. I think Moohwan has done a very good job to give you the big picture, how to use it. And then you go to talk to your leader to see what is my strategy on my team. Is it if I meet a prospect or interested in product or big business, how do I approach it? Please talk to your leader, because this session is not to teach you how to do the business. This session is to teach you how to leverage on this brochure to make your business, to again arouse curiosity with the people that you're speaking to, that you have something in your hand, very precious, very well designed, and to help you, to aid you. But it's not to teach you how to do the new skin business. With that, you have to talk to your leaders, all right? Because over here, we have many, many different teams. And so we do not want to go into, so when a customer come in, do I go to page 3, page 4? No, we're not going to do that, okay? So the objective of this session is to teach you how to leverage as a tool. All right. So with that, I want to end the session. Thank you very much, Moohwan, and thank you everybody for coming. And this is recorded, so we'll make the recording very to be available to everybody because this is a request by Margaret Sung. I'm just she can't be here, and I'm here to host this session so that everybody's clear. We are very happy with this brochure. We can go and conquer India, all right, and leverage on your business, okay? All right, with that, thank you very much, everybody. You can unmute.
Rosaline, we need a picture.